What is up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Happy to see you guys back on the channel. I just wanted to hop on here and give a quick life update, or a channel update to keep you guys in the loop. It's definitely been a minute since I've uploaded, and I've missed it. I've missed the support, and I've missed talking to you guys, and I wanted to kind of hop back on here real quick to let you guys know how the future of this channel is going to go and hear from you guys again. So in the past month or two, I've been really traveling a lot and really like trying new experiences or whatever, trying to keep life fresh. At the same time, going through a lot of stressors. So family stresses, the stress of just growing pains, you know what I mean? And stress from work. And I think a lot of you guys can relate to that stress I'm referencing. When work becomes a little too stressful, man, a lot of times you just want to come home and you don't have the energy to do anything. And that's kind of where I was at lately. There was no energy or no creativity whatsoever. I fell into like a really dark place. Okay, and I didn't have much motivation to hop on here and talk to you guys because I was in self-preservation mode. I was just trying to keep myself right and just keep maintaining. And in that time, I went to a lot of places that I've never been to, and I've traveled some and tried to relax myself and get back to where I was. And I think I'm finally easing back into where I was, and I'd like to get these videos back started up with some things I've learned over the past 2 months and help you guys as much as possible as I'm going through the same thing, but help you guys with those same topics that I needed help with and that I found that I struggled with. I found that I was falling into the trap that a lot of us do, especially young men. Basically, my schedule would be like give my all to work, and come home and have no energy to cook. Previously, what I would do was I would cook on like a Sunday meal prep for the whole week, and I wouldn't have to worry about food the whole week because I knew what I was going to eat. It was nutritious. A lot of times it'd be like some ground beef, ground turkey with some sweet potatoes or, whatever, and spice that up. But even on the weekends, I had no energy to do anything. So I wasn't cooking. I sure as hell wasn't hitting the gym. Like, there was no energy left because I'd just been getting work so hard. So what I would do was come home and I started door dashing. Not door dashing being the dasher, door dashing food. And I always used to talk against door dashing because I feel like it takes out the social aspect of even. Here's the thing, fellas. In 2026, there's so many ways to not be social. They make it so easy to just sit on your phone and scroll and just escape whatever uncomfortable situation you're going through. And even if it takes just going to a restaurant and talking with that cashier, that little bit of social interaction is very important, and that's what I found. So I used to talk heavy against door dashing, but I started doing it myself. And I understand how I understand the trap of it totally now. You know, you have no energy to go out. You probably couldn't even form a sentence with the cashier. You know, you're just drained. So the only thing you think to do, and you're hungry, the only thing you think to do is just DoorDash the food to you. Not only that, you're wasting your money heavy, right? So I fell into this addiction of like, and I started vaping. The people around me was like vaping, so I started vaping. Just going down a very dark path, totally against my whole values and everything. But was just looking for an escape. And I think I finally like got out of that little mindset I was in there for that month or two. It was about 2 months. But man, and it does nothing but make you feel worse. If we're being real, it does nothing but make you feel worse. After you eat that DoorDash, after you hit that vape, it's just like short spurts of dopamine, and it's an addiction you've totally got to break. So if you're going through that, let me know in the comments what you're doing to break out of that cycle. And I encourage you guys to not look for escapes, no matter how hard life may get and how stressful it may get. You know, face it head on. Be super hard-headed about, you know, doing your stuff. You know, like, don't let the conveniences that we have in 2026 like paralyze you, you know, and turn you into everybody else. You know, you've got to know yourself and know where you want to be. And DoorDash, Reels, and vaping is not going to get you there. No matter how exhausted you think you are from work, no matter any of that, you know, you've got to lock in. That's really what it is. You've got to lock in. And you can't let these things that they've put in place take who you are. You know what I mean? And you can't live to work neither. I think that's a cycle I was stuck in, was just really just trying to recharge just so I could give my all at work the next day. And my job is super cool. Like, I enjoy it, but it's a lot of like I don't know, it can get really stressful, especially because I'm being put in the position I'm in. And I'll probably release more details on that later, but super stressful and totally energy draining. But I feel like you just have to be super hard-headed and 10 toes in what your goal is. You have to always keep that goal in mind and work towards that. Don't let these little things get you off the path and let you live like 90% of the men out here. And it's a sad reality we live in, but truly you have to just know yourself and know where you're headed, and don't let those things get you off your grind. A quick tip that I found, if you are suffering with not having energy after work or something like that, because we all have to make a living, whether somehow, however you do it. That's a big problem I see a lot of people face, is coming home and just, you know, bumming for the rest of the afternoon. But a tip I can give is, as soon as you get off work, no matter how tired you may be, go do some type of physical activity and keep a banana with you. This is going to sound crazy, but I found that, and I did some research, whatever, like potassium like is good for keeping the energy up after work. So don't eat like a full meal yet, but like, let's say you get off at 3, 4 something, eat that banana and get a run in. Some type of cardio. You can lift, but like lately I've been focusing on my endurance. Eat a banana and get straight to it. You know what I mean? And then eat that big meal when you get home, right? And no matter how energy depleted you are, I'm begging you, fix your meals and meal prep on that Sunday. Like Sunday or Saturday, make sure that everything is set out for you to make it easier when the week comes. Because you don't know what kind of week you may have. It might be a very busy week. And you don't want to come home and obviously you're hungry and then start spending hella money on DoorDash and all these little things and eating unhealthy. So meal prep on the weekend. Have everything laid out for the week. Make it super easy on yourself to just grab from the fridge and eat your meal prep. And keep the energy up. Keep it going right after work. Get into the gym. Eat that banana. Have some electrolytes with some water, and keep the momentum going. Don't let yourself fall like I did for that little brief period. That was terrible. And in the back of my mind, I was looking at my YouTube and I was looking at the time that had gone by since I uploaded, and I was just, it would make me feel even worse. But I had no energy. I wasn't even able to get on here and talk to you guys because I was simply just trying to hold myself up, right? And I wanted to give a shout out to a fella named Daniel that watches my channel. He texted me to check on me or whatnot, and that kind of locked me back in place. I'm like, man, there really was people out here that I was helping, and you're kind of letting them down, by not uploading these videos. So I wanted to let you guys know that I'm definitely going to ease back into releasing more videos, probably a couple times a week, depending on how work goes, really, and I want you guys to drop some topics in the comment section and let me know what you guys have been dealing with and what you'd like to hear. That really helps me and helps me connect to the audience more, and instead of just yapping about my life. But yeah, hope you guys are still rocking with me. I appreciate the ones that are still here. Once again, I apologize for being gone for so long, but this channel means a lot to me, and I'd love to talk to you guys. That's the bottom line. Like, I love talking to you guys. When I had it going, it was wonderful, I'd like to get it started back up, and I hope you guys are still with me and still want to improve together. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Speak to you guys soon. See ya.